Like, well, get your butt up.
The Tough Guy Act and these Senate hearings. You know where to find me, any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big
Oh,
guy.
oh, stop it.
Is that your solution?
That's right. That's
No,
right.
no, sit down.
I like that. He said we two consenting adults. You want to do
That-
it? He said,
That's
I
a man
love
I
it.
want for president right there. This
I-
man, Mr.
I like
Mullen,
both
that
of
man
them.
president.
I like
I'm mad he
both
was
of
reading it too. He's reading and trying to keep the word.
them. I like both of them because the other dude said I would love to do it right.
Yeah. He's like, you want the
Guy
smoke?
act.
I got it.
And these
I wanna
Senate
see this man
hearings.
beat the
You
shit out
know
of
where to
Putin.
find me, any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big
Oh,
guy.
oh, stop it.
Is that your solution,
Hold it. No, no, sit down. Sit down.
Look at you.
You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
please.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond? Mr.
Hold
Chairman?
it, hold it. If
Hold
we
on.
can't,
This
no,
is
I have
what
the
he
mic.
said.
I'm sorry.
This is
Hold
what
it.
he said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no,
I
you
like
can't.
Bernie.
This
Yeah, I
is
like
a
Bernie.
hearing.
Fuck you, Bernie.
God knows the
Damn.
American people have enough
Fuck
contempt
Bernie.
for Congress. Let's not
I don't
make
like
it worse.
thugs and
You-
bullies.
You have,
And that's
you
what-
have
I don't
the
like
mic.
you because you just
Hold it.
described yourself.
Hold it. You have the mic.
Yeah.
You have time.
All right.
Make your statement.
Then let's do this, because I did challenge you and I accepted your challenge, and you went quiet.
No, I didn't go quiet. I was.
Hold on.
You challenged me to a cage match,
no,
acting
no,
like a
sir.
12-year-old schoolyard
Hold it.
bully.
Excuse me.
Hold on.
Hold it. No,
Laughing in the back.
Hey, first we got we had Mr. We had Royal. Now we got Ghost, Mr. Fife.
I will say exactly.
Senator Mullen, I have the mic. You have questions on any economic
Suck a
issues,
fucking
anything,
dick,
just go
Bernie.
for it. We're not here to talk about physical abuse.
You brought.
We're not
him
talking
in.
about, of course I
And,
did.
and let me show you his hearing, because I want to expose this thug to who he is. And
Could you not
2013
point to me? That's disrespectful.
I don't care about respecting you at all. I
don't
people that
respect you at all.
respect. So
All right, hold it.
let me.
they might as well just fucking fight.
If I was in Bernie, be like, all right, you know what? You know what? Let's clear the floor. Let's get these guys
That's
out
what I
there.
would have liked Bernie if he said that shit.
Man, Bernie ain't gonna do shit. You know why? Bernie's a quitter, and I don't like quitters.
Yeah.
You know what I like
Every
about Bernie?
every time he does something, he quits it. Fuck
What I like
him.
about Bernie is he has had the same message and looked the same for the last like 40 years. Like every other politician, they bounce all over. And I'm not into politics almost at all. But what like somebody else, like I was watching a video and they were showing like Bernie Sanders like 30 years ago and Bernie Sanders now. He looks the same and he's saying the exact same thing. Like, he has the
crazy.
same message. He hasn't changed his position or his stance on anything. Most other people, they're just going to change with the time, and whatever's popular at the time, they're just going to go with it and say it to try to get into office. And Bernie was just like, look, this is how I feel.
How
Who I
can you
am."
how could you like that though? The man has the same message, sure, but once it gets down to it, he always drops the fuck out.
Well, nobody's going to vote for somebody who actually want to make things better because America's a business. If it's not about making money, no one gives a shit. Right? So Bernie never had a chance.
Senator Mullen, you got my vote. I want a president that's willing to roll up his sleeves and knock a motherfucker
I
out.
swear to God, me too. I'm tired of good talkers and shit. And we had the president we had before Trump was a good talker, and Trump was a fucking gaslighter. Like I'm sick of that shit. I want a president who I know can whoop some ass like this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I will say one thing though. I think he was reading what the other person sent him.
Let's go.
Right? Do I have that correct?
Let's go over it.
Quit the Tough Guy Act and these Senate hearings. You know where to find me, any place, anytime, cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place.
All right,
Run your
Paul.
mouth.
So it seems like the other guy sent him a letter saying, you act tough in front of the Senate.
Yeah.
Let's meet up and handle it like men.
Right.
And then he waited till there was a Senate hearing
Mhm.
and read what he sent him and was like, well, how about now?
Uh-huh. Look how he looking at him. He's like, I beat your ass.
Yeah. Now look at that face. That's the face of a guy who's gonna whoop some fucking ass. That's the face of a. He's gonna stop a mud hole in your ass and walk that shit dry.
Right.
The thing is, he did this here knowing that there was going to be no fight. This is the equivalent of somebody having a beef with somebody and showing up at their job and being like, why don't you fight me now while you're on the clock?
Right.
What he's doing is he's trying to act tough, but he knows there's not going to be any actual repercussions to his words.
You think this guy not willing to fight?
No, I'm saying
Look at that face.
the reason he brought it up here is because he's a bitch. And I think the other guy is more of a tough guy than he is.
Man,
I think the
look at
other
those
guy
eyes.
would be more willing to fight than he is. Because he brought
I
it
think
up.
they
in
both
the
willing
Senate.
to fight. I think they both.
Why
willing
would
to
he
fight.
bring it up here though?
But
This-
listen, I think
He already challenged him to a cage fight.
I think they both willing to fight, but then if I had to give it to anybody, it's gonna be the Mullen guy. And the reason why is because the other guy started playing psychological games, like by playing the victim card, like, oh, this is what you run to, this is where you want to take things. He tried to become the victim real quick, but it's like you said it. But I do like the way he responded. He was like, I would love to handle it. Like,
No, I'm saying like put yourself in their shoes though. Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't know what the other guy's name is, but you're the other guy.
let's see what his name
Adults,
is.
We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Let's stand.
O'Brien.
O'Brien.
Okay, so you're O'Brien, and you're like, man, I'm sick of this dude talking shit, and he only talks shit when we're in the Senate.
Mhm.
And then you send him a letter, like,
Look at that dude over his shoulder. Holy fuck.
Yeah, they look. Yeah, he did a line in the bathroom before
He's geeking.
Look at the UPS man. He
I was
was
gonna
dead.
say the one in the cab he looks suspicious.
they're
So,
laughing
yeah.
later though. Like you can see both of them
Hey,
laughing as it
look,
escalates.
Man,
Look at
He's
the
like,
guy next to
you
the
look
crazy
into-
guy. He like, I like where this going.
The thing is, you look at O'Brien. Look at those eyes. Look at that facial structure. That man is either gonna fight his ass off or he's gonna go into a fetal position. If you back that up and look at Mullen, if you look at Mullen's eyes, that man has the eyes of a fucking killer and a great white shark. He's like,
All
I'm
right.
ready to tear you up.
This is gonna be a little racist, but his last name's O'Brien. He's willing to go. He's willing to go. He's gonna go.
Why is he willing to go? 'Cause
Mullen is Irish too,
I
right?
love to fight. That's what they do. They drink and they fight.
Yeah, they fight.
I know, and I only say that because I know, like a lot, like all of them are always.
No,
willing to
you're
go.
being racist. You're being racist.
I said going in, it was going to be a little racist. I did. I did say that.
Hey man, this band in the USA not getting along in the USA.
Yeah,
like,
I think both of them Irish. Yeah.
Yeah, both of them Irish. That's why they willing to Buffalo like that.
What I'm
You know
saying is,
where
like,
to find
say
me, any place.
say you
any
send a
time.
letter to somebody.
Mhm.
So you're
Those
O'Brien.
eyes.
You're O'Brien. You send a letter,
Sorry.
and you're like, man, you want the smoke? Let's go.
Mhm.
I'm sick of you talking shit in the Senate. Let's go stomp it out. And then he waits until the Senate and reads what you said, like, oh, if you want the smoke, it's like
Wait. Hold on. Let's listen to what he said one more time. Because I thought dude said that like we can do it there.
I think Mullen is oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, maybe I misunderstood.
Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me, any place, anytime.
Oh, he said you okay, any place,
He said quit bringing it up in the Senate. We can meet any place, anytime.
Okay.
Like basically, why are you only talking tough when we're in front of the Senate? If you want the smoke, let's go get it anywhere else. And then he waited till the Senate and was like, "Oh, this is what you sent me."
They should have fought because I ain't gonna lie, I'm going with Mr. Fight. I feel like Mullen was gonna whoop his ass.
Look at those
He
eyes.
was way bigger.
I don't think the other
Look
guy's
more fit.
scared though, because we respond. He said, I know what it takes to say that. Like, oh, I would love to fucking have
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I would have said I wrote the letter. I would love to handle it.
Cowboy. Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your
Right.
mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You put your head down,
I'd
bitch.
love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You
He
stand
said,
up, buddy.
okay, that's fine.
Being adults, we can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
I'm laughing at
Yeah.
you in the back. The crazy eyed dude in the back behind him.
What? Hey, look at
Look,
him.
just look at him in the back.
That has to be the
Lord.
that has to be the thumbnail.
He love where it's going. He like, I'm here for this shit.
He like, really?
I feel like that guy with the UPS hat, like I'm gonna punch his hand as soon as he get up because I don't fucking like him.
They
Actually,
probably all
play-
talked
play-
about the shit right before it.
Play that back. I want to see the UPS guy reaction.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big
No,
guy.
hold- stop it.
Is that your solution, every
Hold it. No, sit down. Sit down. Okay, you know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit
I'm
down.
not gonna lie, the way his like pause on this, but the way like he's got his shit together, like he's ready to fight. You know, his shirt tucked in, like I think he would roll his sleeve up and whoop that dude ass.
Why didn't he go over there then? If he actually got up to go fight, why is he still standing in the
I
same
think
spot?
because he don't want dude to be able to play victim because he was
Because he know he ain't going nowhere. He brought it up here.
He's the United States senator. He ain't gonna actually. He
So
doesn't
why
gonna
bring it
happen.
up there? So why bring it up there? Bitch,
Hey, and he just let them know, like, hey, you never know. Maybe this the only time he get to see him because people be saying they ready for the smoke and be ducking they shit, and you can't find them.
Well,
everybody
the-
got 20 minutes to fight. He could have been like, hey, meet me at such and such. We're going to stop it out. And then just met up and fought.
I'm kind of on the same sense as a Carrotus on that one. Like he called him out. What's the Brian dude was like,
O'Brien.
yeah, like why you gotta talk all that trash when you in the Senate? Like name a place
He did say
and
that.
we can actually settle it elsewhere.
Yes,
And
but
then-
he did name. If you watch the video further, he does name a place. He did name a cage match already, and there was nothing that happened.
Oh, well, play the rest of it. Play the rest of it.
United
Then.
States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay.
Sit down, please.
All right.
Can I respond, Mr.
Hold
Chairman?
it. Hold it. If
Hold
we
on.
can't,
This
no,
is
I
what
have the
he
mic.
said.
I'm sorry.
This is
Hold
what
it.
he said.
You'll have your time.
Okay.
Can I respond?
Oh, no, you can't. This is a hearing. And God knows the American people have enough of contempt for Congress. Let's not
I don't
make
like
it worse.
thugs and
You-
bullies.
You have,
And that's
you
what-
have
I don't
the
like
mic.
you because you
Hold
just
it.
described yourself.
Hold it. You have the mic.
Yeah.
You have time.
All right.
Make your statement.
Then let's do this because I did challenge you and I accepted your challenge, and you went quiet.
No, I didn't go quiet. I was.
Oh, see, no, that changed.
Wait, let him finish. He said, no, I didn't.
Okay.
Hold on.
No, no,
You
no.
challenged me to a cage match,
no,
acting
no,
like a
sir.
12-year-old schoolyard
Hold
bully.
it. Excuse me.
Yeah, see, he don't want no smoke, and I told you.
Actually, yeah.
I gotta hear
Yeah.
the rest of it first. I gotta hear the rest.
Rewind
of
it
it.
a bit. Let's hear the whole.
Quiet.
No, I didn't go quiet. I was.
Hold on.
No, no,
You
hold-
challenged me to a cage match,
no,
acting
no,
like a
sir.
12-year-old schoolyard
Hold
bully.
it. Excuse
Sir,
me.
hold on.
Hold it. No, excuse me. I have the
I
mic.
will say exactly.
Senator
what he
Mullen,
said.
I have the mic. You have questions on any economic issues, anything that's like, go for it. We're not here to talk about physical abuse.
You brought.
are.
We're
him
talking
in.
about, of course I
And,
do.
and let me tell,
He's-
let me show you his hearing because I want to expose this thug to who he is. And
Could you not point at
2013
me? That's disrespectful.
I don't care about respect.
Nah,
at
he
all.
just being
I don't
petty.
respect you at all.
So
All right, hold it.
let me
Hold it. No,
I want to know what happened with the cage. Google what happened with the. I want to know what happened. Why did they fight? Why did they fight? O'Brien and what was the other guy?
Mullen.
O'Brien and Mullen cage match. What happened? I want to know why this didn't happen.
I would pay to watch that.
I would too. I would go see that.
Yeah, me
I
too.
need to. I need to see it. From what I heard, like
Stand your butt up.
senators and congressmen actually, like way back in the day, used to fight about their issues, like right there on the Congress floor. Or
I
the
know
Senate
a lot
floor.
of people were saying that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like a thing that happened.
Yeah, and I think that's where they were trying to take it. You know,
Hey, I say we go back there.
man,
Don't be trying to represent me when you a bitch.
I'm telling you. Hey, but it kind of sound like he said, "Hey, man, I can't catch you nowhere else." So hey, it's up.
Oh, that's a O'Brien's a union leader.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I'm with O'Brien all the way now. Unions are like fucking half mafia. You know they go.
No. They
going.
used to be. They used
No,
to.
they
Be.
still
What
are.
happened to Hoffa?
That was a fucking Teamster hearing, shit.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute.
Let's see what they say. I do want to get into the cage. Okay, let's see what he said.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Senator, just tell us why you think what happened today in the hearing happened.
Well, you should probably ask him that. I mean, he's the one that kept tweeting at us. We didn't respond until the 5th tweet. And when he said any place or any time, any place, you know where to find me, cowboy, I thought, well, this is the time, this is the place. And you don't do that in Oklahoma. You don't run your mouth unless you're going to answer the call.
Well, that might be the question. Was that the place? Is a Senate hearing the right place to challenge someone to a physical confrontation?
Well, I'd already challenged him to September 30th. He could have done it then for charity. I said April. They have the what's it called, the smoking guns charity for the firefighters and police force. We could have done it.
Who's gonna show up to something called smoking gun?
I would.
Stand up. So
If I had smoke with somebody, I'm going.
Oh,
Like,
I would have went.
Yeah, let's go.
I would have went. I'm just saying, like I can see a lot of people being skeptical. I would have went, especially if I don't like your ass.
Right. If we got beef,
Mm-hmm.
that's real man shit though.
happy to.
Like you don't have to hate everybody that you fought. Like
No.
if we got an issue, we can fight it out, and then after that, we could be friends.
They might be
Okay.
best friends after that.
So I stood up.
Yeah, but what about, I mean, just the idea that fighting as a way to solve a problem, is that kind of, are you concerned that that's the way the conversation is happening here on Capitol Hill?
People's been fighting for a long time. I mean, go back to the 1800s. They used to have canings. It was legal to do duels. If you have a difference, you have a difference. I didn't start it. I didn't tweet at him. I didn't go after him. I have no beef with the guy. I mean, I don't even know the last time I've gotten a street fight. I used to get paid to fight. I'm not looking. I mean, what victory is it for me to beat up O'Brien? That would be a shock, right? But he said it. And I just simply responded. If he wants to call it off and we just go have a cup of coffee, fine. Let's sit down and have a cup of coffee. I have no hard feelings. It's not personal to me. He just challenged me, and I accepted the challenge.
Do you regret this moment at all?
You should probably ask him. I mean, he's the one that said it. I don't regret asking him. You know, he said anytime, any place. So.
And has leadership talked to you at all about this?
No, not at all.
Have you done any outreach to
Sorry.
him at all, or has he reached out to you, O'Brien meaning?
No.
Reached out to you afterwards?
No, not. You know, I ended it and said, if you want to end it here, that's fine. You want to sit down and have a cup of coffee, I'll sit down and have a cup of coffee. It's not personal to me, guys. This is nothing personal. It's just he made the challenge, and I accepted it. It's just that simple.
What about just the general tension right now on Capitol Hill? Do you feel as though there's more angst than there has been at other times, and is it preventing you from getting things done?
I can only speak for my time here, right? Ever since I've been here, there's always been a little bit of tension. This is a total separate issue. You know, this doesn't have to do with policy. This doesn't have to do with politics. This had to do with the guy calling me out, and I simply responded to it. So I don't think the two are really comparable. This has nothing to do with me against unions either. I have nothing against unions. I made that very clear at the end of the hearing. I have nothing against unions. A lot of good friends and family are union members. This has to do with just his thug mentality. I mean, look at his background. Look at his history. The guy has a history of this constantly. I mean, and he was the one after he became president. He was the one to bring back the mob mentality. What the heck is a mob mentality?
Oh,
Told you.
It looked like, but it looked like we all right though, because because as me and Mr. Fife said, we sense a fighting background with
I
him.
will say, like from hearing him talk, I think he would fight now. Like at first I was like, he was a shit, but he was like, look, I used to be a fighter. I got paid to fight. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, okay, all right, maybe he is with it. Maybe he is with it.
He basically pretty much said like, I wouldn't even fight him because I think I could beat him, but he called me out, so I'm like, what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems like he's being candid too. Like it doesn't seem like he's like trying to check his words or trying to be PC. It seems like he's just saying, look, this is who I am. He came to me wrong, so this is how I responded. It is what it is. My issue with him ain't got shit to do with politics or policy. This is a man-on-man thing.
Right.
And he came to me the wrong way, so he got the response he got. I would probably respond almost exactly like he did, though. Like, man, You want to go? Let's go. If you don't, shut the fuck up.
If it's the truth, it's the truth. Like, dude, you
Yeah.
tweeted at me. I didn't say nothing. All right, then you just said fuck it, and you like, hey, I'll actually fight you, and you like, oh, now you're talking my language. Let's do that. You know what I mean?
I still think
for this guy.
I still
based
think
on
him
that.
bringing it up in the Senate was some bitch shit. Though.
Well, he said he ain't been able to get to him though.
Okay.
I fight while I get mad. Now you've been ducking and running around.
And then you're going to bring that mob mentality to me? Okay, well, you can't run your mouth against me. I'm just not that guy. If you want to run your mouth, then we can settle it a different way. But you don't do that. And especially somebody from Oklahoma. Maybe you can do that from someone from New Jersey.
Somebody
I
from
don't know, never lived
Oklahoma.
there. But
What the fuck does that even mean?
Hey, this nigga like smoke. He said, hey, like you said, he ain't holding back. He said, hey man, maybe you can do that shit to somebody in New Jersey, but that's right here. He named his states and everything.
Wait, Mr. Pipe about to say it. What you about to say, Mr. Pipe? I thought you were going to say don't try that in a small town.
That's right. Don't try that shit in a small town.
Oh, yeah.
You don't flip somebody off unless you want to get your finger broken in Oklahoma.
That's
just
damn right.
what happens. Here, people seem to use that gesture all the time, and it's not the same. Words matter in Oklahoma.
There were some tiffs also on the House side.
Oh, he in Jersey dissing them. This nigga's a
He don't give a fuck.
He a fucking stepper. He said, hey, he in their face like, maybe that shit fly up here, but it don't fly where I'm from.
And more broadly, what do you think could be done to like lower the temperature?
Yeah,
bring more discourse here.
that old stuff with Burchett and Kevin McCarthy. I don't. Birch is not a man of character, and I don't take that with. I take what he said with not even a grain of salt. I don't believe a word that he says.
And do you feel confident that once this continuing resolution, if it ultimately passes, I mean, you're not really solving any of the problems, right?
No.
I mean, how can you get all this stuff done in a short period of time?
You know, with
when you come
a
back?
continuing resolution, we're going to kick the can down the road again. Everybody here right now knows that we're probably going to do another CR in January. In my opinion, I don't want to shut down the government. Okay, keep the government open, but
I want to see what they saying about him in the comment section. I'm curious. He said,
He just got him more
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
challenge someone whose fighting skills you're ignorant of to a confrontation in a public platform like Twitter is a very bad idea. Somebody said, that's my senator. I'm glad I voted for it. Oh, shit. Yeah, people respected this shit.
Well, I respect it. So I don't like I said, the only problem I had with it, well, the main problem I had with it was it had the same vibe to me as approaching somebody at work when you know you're safe. It does sound like he was willing to go though. Like after hearing his rebuttal, I'm like,
There ain't no doubt in my eyes that he wouldn't have fought.
Somebody said O'Brien is a keyboard tough guy.
I'm just reading that.
Yeah, he instigated the confrontation. I like this comment. I don't get why people are so confused and upset over this. Finally have someone in politics willing to fight his own battle instead of sending someone else's sons or daughter to fight on their behalf. I'm sick of that shit.
100%. Yeah.
I'm sick of that shit. I mean, like, yeah, of course I know you can't be a Neanderthal and settle all politics with fight, but I don't think we had a president yet who can handle himself as a man. I just want a president who I can relate.
Not recently.
I'm gonna say, man, Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt is about it.
I want to see O'Brien's reaction though.
Okay, let's
because we got one side
let's
of
be
it.
fair.
I want to see the other side now.
Let's be fair.
What about this? Teams to stand up to corporate bullies in Congress. It looks like O'Brien there, maybe. No. Maybe not.
Where was that at?
You just have to go up.
Just scrolled it.
Man,
It's like
O'Brien
the fourth
looks
one
like
down.
Okay.
Looks like a character from fucking Coneheads.
Sean O'Brien, president of that union, the International Brotherhood of Teamsters,
This
is
doesn't
here.
have anything to do with that.
And Sean, I have to say,
Yes,
I'm
it
sure
do.
you're
Seems
plenty
to be
strong,
in the confrontation.
but Mark Wayne Mullen is a former professional MMA fighter. What
Oh,
went through your
shit.
mind when he basically challenged?
Oh shit! That wouldn't have went well. Oh shit!
Well,
You to a
technically,
physical-
though, if he actually does have like the mob mentality, you wouldn't be fighting fair because that's not how the mob works. So
But for some reporter to start off like that, he like
that is hilarious. Bro.
plenty strong. But Mark Wayne Mullen is a former professional MMA fighter. What went through your mind when he basically challenged you to a physical fight during a Senate hearing?
Yeah, you know, look, what went through my mind was you're one of 100 of the most powerful people in the country, and you're acting like a 12-year-old in a schoolyard because you didn't get your way. I mean, look, he actually has the ability, and he's 100 of the elite, to actually effectuate change in this country, and he's focused on being a bully. You know, we're not going to stand for.
He's got cauliflower ears.
You don't fuck with a guy with cauliflower ears.
Yeah, he's a fighter.
And we definitely were brought up differently.
Okay, but can I say you're tweeting like a 12-year-old? I mean, your tweets were you're not a United States senator.
That's a fair
okay?
reaction. If you're saying him trying to start a fight is acting like a 12-year-old, but your words were trying to start a fight, you're also acting like a 12-year-old. That's fair.
Yeah,
that's a fair.
I'm
response.
not used to somebody calling someone out like that. Like,
does he say what the tweets like? Does he say what the tweets he said are? Because
in the beginning, what dude was reading, I think, was a tweet.
Yeah, that was a tweet.
Well, that one doesn't, to me, substantiate that he was being a bully. Because all of that tweet said was, "You're a tough guy when you're in the Senate." So I want to know what other tweets did he send that.
Well, Mullen said
make...
he tagged. So based off what Mullen said, he said that dude tagged them 5 times via Twitter and negatively, and he didn't respond. When he didn't respond, that's when he got the message that he read. So that's kind of antagonizing to me. And I'm not trying. I want to be fair. Like based on,
I got it pulled up.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to see what the tweets he said. Yeah,
He said,
Five guys.
"Greedy CEO who pretends like he's self-made. In reality, just a clown and fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me, any place, anytime, cowboy. Hashtag little man syndrome."
That's strong. Calling me a clown is strong. I don't like that. Yeah, and that's O'Brien's frustration. Like old boy from Ruby Rose, that was his message. Like, all right, you're not gonna respond to me tagging you on Twitter in front of everybody. Cool. Let's take it somewhere else.
Then Mullen's response is, "An attention-seeking union Teamster boss is trying to be punchy after our Senate hearing. Okay, I accept your challenge. MMA fight for charity of your choice, September 30th in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'll give you 3 days to accept."
And what it seems like to me, it seems like both of them are flexing their muscles in the areas that they're good at. O'Brien's flexing his mob muscles. Cullen is flexing his MMA muscles.
Yeah, Mullen actually wants the physical fight. I think O'Brien wants more
chess.
Yeah. He wants to play like a tactical, strategic game where he tears you down in one way, attacks you from a way you don't see coming.
Yeah.
And Mullen's like, nah, let's just go meet directly.
And I mean that's gaslighting, you know, like that's like me telling you, Carrots, hey, next time I see you, I'll slap the shit out of you. And then we get in the public place. I'm sitting there, I'm already at the public place. Here you come talking about okay, you said you're gonna do all of this. Next time you see me, here I am. And I'm like, oh, you acting like a child. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The fuck are you talking about? Like, you initiated this.
That's 100% gaslighting. Yeah. Like you can't play the victim after you started the bullshit. Yeah. I'll agree with that. Yeah.
Definitely.
So what are your thoughts, Davius?
Okay.
I still want to hear
He want to hear the
any
first
other
5 tweets.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll talk about it.
But can I say you're tweeting like a 12-year-old? I mean, your tweets were.
I mean, they bad enough for dude to say you tweet like a 12-year-old.
You're not a United States senator, okay? And I get that your tweeting is not the same thing as calling somebody out during a Senate hearing. But, you know where to find me anyplace, anytime, cowboy. You're making fun of him for not being the tallest senator. I mean, you represent 1.3 million workers. Do you really think that tweet, there's the tweet right there with your pink circling of the Apple box he's standing on. Do you really think that is best serving, best representing the members of the Teamsters Union?
Paul, that video, that was hilarious. He circled him standing on a box.
I mean,
at the podium. That's so petty.
Sabius, it's like this, bro, and you're not wrong for wanting to see the first 5 tweets. But bro, if you tweet me and I'm not responding to you, like, you don't have the right to keep antagonizing me. Like, and then you're gonna put this. We don't know the first 5 tweets, but we know this is the last fucking tweet. Yeah, I want to fight.
Yeah, but this is, like you said, this is all one tweet, and seems to be the same tweet that he read. So I want to know. Even the reporter said you're acting like a 12-year-old with all these other tweets. So I'm like, where's the other tweets that I want to hear that make them sound like a 12-year-old? Because I would say that tweet alone, I would say both of them are petty at this point. But I can't say that O'Brien, and until I hear the other tweets, I can't say that O'Brien is actively acting like a 12-year-old. He basically just called this guy, except for the side that he called him a clown, and maybe that part could be more, I guess, derogatory. But like, other than that, he's just like, oh, he's a greedy CEO.
Little man syndrome.
Man, those are fighting terms for me.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry. Like, it don't matter what the first, baby. That's why they not reading, because at this point, it don't matter.
Well, fighting words are, you know where to find me anytime, any place, cowboy. But him circling him
little man
in that box is hilarious. That was so funny.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
So unnecessary.
I'll be ready to fight too, because it's embarrassing as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
But little man syndrome, I would say that's probably more in line with being the 12-year-old, acting like a 12-year-old. But that's what I'm saying. That's all one tweet. So where are the other tweets?
By the way, this is how stupid human beings are to me. Like, why the fuck? Like, so if he's not standing on that box, you're not gonna vote for him because he seems smaller than the other guy. You're gonna let somebody's size fool into your vote? Like, that makes you fucking slow.
The public 100% would do that.
That's stupid.
Well, it's like, I think George Carlin said, it's like, individual people are smart and interesting and good to be around, but in general, groups of people are stupid animals.
They said that on Men in Black. What's his name? Who played next to Will Smith? Tommy Lee?
Yeah.
A person is smart, people are dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, for whatever reason, like, your appearance and the way you present yourself means a lot to
That's
some people.
Stupid.
Yeah, you standing next to somebody else who's towering over you makes them seem more powerful. They have a bigger aura.
I'm not.
But in that sense, that does make it like he has a little man syndrome, because he and all these other bunch of Senate debates and all these other petitions and stuff like that, like, they don't necessarily, they generally only do it for women. So,
my God, you won't fight words, Sabius.
So I'm like, so like I said, it is in a sense kind of like, him being acting like a 12-year-old, but at the same time, it's like he's doing exactly what what O'Brien is saying he's doing. It's like, you're acting like a tough guy, you're doing all this stuff, like, and then you got a podium to increase your height. Like, those are.
But his team can recommend that.
I was about to say, your presentation is everything in front of the public. Like, if you stand slouched or something like this, you're going to get less votes than if you stand up. Like, they probably have coaches that talk them through literally every mannerism.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming somebody else probably said,
I was about to
you
say,
want to stand on par with him, so this will get you up to that level.
Yeah,
Or
that's
close to it. Like, that's just strategy.
I don't feel, but you know what? I'm not trying to like be PC, but well, not PC, but I'm not trying to pander to everybody on our pod. But I feel like everybody right in this instant, because I feel like we're right because a lot of stuff that came out, you know, through our little investigation. But Sabius ain't wrong for holding back his opinion without all the information. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Man,
Like knowing every side could change your opinion drastically.
Mm-hmm.
Like we watched 2 videos, and the first video I was like, I'm all O'Brien. The second video, I'm like, I'm kind of Mullen now. So like the more we watch, the more my opinion could change. Like I'm fluid a lot of the time. Like when it comes to politics or like the way you think, I think you should be open to change.
Yeah, you should be. Yes.
I like to have all the information.
All
That's
I'm
how
gonna
I am with pretty much anything. Like with the girl that got hit with the brick and that video and all that, I was like, where's all the information before I make a decision? Because I'm not gonna just take anybody's word for it. Just like with this newspaper, oh, well, you got all these tweets, you act like a 12-year-old. Okay, where are the other tweets? You showed me one tweet. But you said it was what? There was more than one tweet, so back it up.
Right.
if this the picture alone, man. For example, if Sabius were to send and put online a picture of me standing on a box, just that alone, circled like that, I am flying or riding down to Texas, and I'm looking for you to square up whether I win or lose.
You
Whether I win or
clearly want the
lose.
smoke. You
You want the
want
smoke?
You
I'm
clearly
already
want it.
5'7", all right?
That's fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. That's fucked up.
Well, I like the picture so much.
That's
So
fucked
petty.
up.
That's next level petty.
Yeah. Let's see what let's see what he got to say.
You can't even stand on
His
your
story
own
is
feet, nigga.
compelling but inaccurate. And in a hearing in March, he started the whole thing by coming into a hearing, looking at us and basically saying to me, I'm not afraid of physical confrontation. As a matter of fact, I welcome it. So that's what perpetuated the whole incident. Never knew the man in my life, never met him. I was testifying in my first Senate hearing, and that was his first introduction to me.
And you were at the hearing today, Bernie Sanders' hearing, which is about how unions improve the lives of workers.
See, that actually makes it seem like O'Brien had beef because of the way Mullen approached him when they first met.
Mm-hmm.
Like if when they first met, Mullen's coming in like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Like he basically talking down to him as soon as he met him. So I could see him being like, send you some evil tweets.
Yeah, like a tough guy.
Yeah. See if you can find the first O'Brien's tweets.
All right,
Are you afraid that that message was lost because of this?
Not at all. I mean, we had some great dialogue in there about issues that affect working people, about organizing, collective bargaining, unionizing America. And there was a lot of different opinions, a lot of different debate. And it was great until Mark Wayne Mullen, obviously, we're renting space in his head, decided to erupt. You know, we do have a lot of differences of opinions on both sides, but the one thing that's clear is that today's dialogue outside of what happened was fruitful, productive. And the one thing we've been doing as a Teamsters union, I do represent 1.3 million members, and I do it in the best interest of my members. We've been reaching across the aisle.
One of the first one I could find is, hey, John Wayne Mullen. First off, my name's O'Brien, not O'Malley. Secondly, you should get your facts straight because every time you speak in these hearings are full of shit. The more you run your mouth, the more you show the American public what a moron you are.
Oh, fuck no. You can't call me a moron.
See, but would you say that that's acting like a 12-year-old? I wouldn't go as that far. I mean, especially, I'm just saying.
You stuck on the 12-year-old part. You're insulting me.
Yeah, I agree. That's an insult. Yeah, you're well.
You see, I said dumb once and got crucified.
What would say that last tweet you just said? Like what he said. He said did he say you're a moron, or did he say you're acting like a moron?
I'll read this slowly. Hey, John Wayne Mullen. First off, my name's O'Brien, not O'Malley. Secondly, you should get your facts straight because every time you speak in these hearings, you're full of shit. The more you run your mouth, the more you show the American public what a moron you are.
Okay.
He didn't say you're acting. He's saying the more you talk, the more you're showing the public what
Even
a
if you
moron
say
you are.
acting, that's strong.
Well, I'm not disagreeing that that's an insult. I think that's very much an insult. And I would say that when you said those tweets, that makes, I would say O'Brien insulted Mullen first. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for something that says, where I wouldn't necessarily say
he insulted him publicly first, if you believe what he just said now, because he said, dude, it sounded like Mullen was trying to emasculate him, like, yeah, I'm a fighter, so I know what's up. Like, it was like intimidating him a little bit.
I would go with that, but I wouldn't say it was insulting. But yeah.
No, I'm talking about what he said about Mullen just now. They first interaction sounds like Mullen was trying to intimidate him.
Not only that, if you listen to what Fife said, Mullen called him O'Malley.
That's insulting. That's racist.
That's some shit. You came up and called me O'Malley. My fucking nameplate is right in front of you. It's like, you can see what my name is.
That's kind of funny.
So you called me O'Malley knowing my name is O'Brien.
Yeah.
So his first, that's what he just read. I would fucking insult somebody.
That's like
they came up and was like,
that's like calling me Tyrone.
Right.
Yeah,
like you came up and was like, hey, Tyrone. Like, it's like,
that would be, I would probably call you an idiot.
Dare you? You're a stupid bitch and don't nobody believe what you saying no way. Maybe you should get your facts straight before you talk in front of millions of people.
That would piss me off.
That seems like a reasonable response to me.
Yeah, that would piss me off. Yeah. That would piss me off.
Yeah, that's a good catch, because I forgot about that. I did wanted to say something about that, but I forgot about it.
If he called me Tyrone, I would probably tweet him like, you sound stupid. Like, I always knew you was a fucking idiot.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Look here, Tyrone. I'm used to fighting big people all the time.
I'll be ready to
get
fight.
physical when I want to.
And especially, and then look at it from his point of view. Sure, you could take me probably in a physical fight, but I could fucking dismantle you.
I got goons. He came with UPS and Crazy Eyes.
I don't have to play your game. I can just dismantle your ass systematically.
You came to the hearing with UPS and Crazy Eyes. Like, let's go.
They don't like each other. That's for sure. They don't like each other.
It's crazy because Mullen is also 4 inches taller than O'Brien.
What?
Yeah.
O'Brien ain't standing on a
podium. Yeah.
He's comfortable with his height.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier about, like, he's doing. Now, granted, I agree, like, with the podium, that might not have been his idea, but I'm just saying the little man syndrome, and then that picture makes it seem like he's self-conscious about his height.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then also with him coming in, if O'Brien is correct in how Mullen's first interaction is, oh, I can get physical, I'm an MMA fighter, that also kind of leans back to, like what he said, little man syndrome. A little man syndrome, they have to prove that they are one of the big dogs. So they have to be physical, they have to be intimidating, they have to be threatening.
I mean, that also goes into my stereotype of thinking you're an idiot too. Like, all you do know how to do is you do physical shit, ka-clunk, 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 like you're a fucking idiot, So yeah.
That's what I was saying about earlier about, like, going from one side to the other. The more information you have, like right now, I have no idea.
Well, that's why I said in the beginning I had to see, because I was the one who said you need to see the rest of the tweets.
Yeah.
Fabius did say that. I said that. You know what I mean? Like, I need to see the first 5 tweets. I said that in the beginning. Politically, who more powerful?
Well, depends on what sphere you're in. The dude in the Senate has more overall power, but the Teamsters Union could make life hell. like for people too. And so it just depends on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But if you believe what O'Brien said, their first interaction, Mullen was disrespectful, and sometime between then and the tweet that Fife just read, he also called him O'Malley instead of O'Brien. So I could see a reason for him to send those tweets. Like you keep fucking antagonizing me, so I'm gonna antagonize you publicly in front of all these people, and we'll see where it goes. But at the same time, I can see Mullen being like, "Oh, you want to go there? Let's go."
What you say, Mr. Fine?
I'm looking at some pictures here of Mark Wayne Mullen. This man's fucking shredded.
Oh shit!
And he's undefeated in MMA.
The way he was sitting and how, like, you could tell he's like built under his clothes from the way he was sitting and carrying himself.
Now, to be fair, O'Brien did call him, instead of Mark Wayne Mullen, his actual name, he did call him John Wayne Mullen, which is,
that's why he called him Cowboy.
Right.
Yeah.
So they be
So physically, we saying Mullen will whoop his ass. Physically,
he would chew him up and spit him out.
Right, but the thing is, this is where I'm against the pod, because I'm like, it's kind of like Bernie Sanders said, like, you supposed to be here for the people, trying to fix the situation. You up here talking about physically fighting somebody else. Like, what does that have to do with all the poor people in whatever state and city? So,
I agree completely. I don't think that was the right place for it.
Yeah.
I'm just like assessing the information as it comes in, but I still think that wasn't the right place for it. But I mean,
he's also a champion bare knuckle brawler.
Probably, it probably sells well for both
it's
of them.
It's getting worse and worse.
Let's just say he was fucking UFC
champion,
heavy middleweight champion, undefeated. It's like, you ever see those?
He like the old boy from Snatched.
I was thinking anime.
Yeah.
I was thinking anime, like he made that's what say he's like Yujiro Hama in the flesh.
I think tweet-wise, both of these dudes honestly were acting immature, and more than likely, from what I'm gathering information-wise, Mullen might have sparked it with his "I don't mind getting physical" comment, but don't go out and be like, "Well, anytime, any place." Okay. For one, you're gonna get your ass whooped. You know it, you fat old bastard.
Mm-hmm. He looks older right here too.
I can agree with that. Yeah, I would say I can agree with that.
Nobody was talking about actually fighting until he said anytime, any place. If Cobra was like anytime, any place, I'm like, that's a fight, right?
His first statement was, "If you want to get physical, I can do it." That's threatening.
Yeah, but like you said, you realize that Mullen like you said, he's a MMA fighter and all this stuff.
And it wasn't directed to him. Me saying I kick ass is not me saying I'll kick Carrot's ass. He said he kicked ass, Mullen. He like, I don't mind. He didn't tell, he was telling him I don't mind getting physical in general.
No, that's not how it sounded to me. It sounded like, from the way O'Brien said it, it sounded like the first time O'Brien and Mullen met, Mullen came up to him and was like, I don't know what the conversation before that was, but for whatever reason, Mullen was like, "And I don't mind getting physical."
Okay.
It sounded like to me that Mullen's statement was, "I don't mind getting physical," and period in general.
That's what it sounded like to me. But let's listen. It's not long.
And you're acting like a 12-year-old in a schoolyard because you didn't get your way. I mean, look, he actually has the ability, and he's 100 of the elite, to actually effectuate change in this country, and he's focused on being a bully. We're not going to stand for it, and we definitely were brought up differently.
Okay, but can I say, you're tweeting like a 12-year-old. I mean, your tweets were You're not a United States senator, okay? And I get that your tweeting is not the same thing as calling somebody out during a Senate hearing. But, you know where to find me any place, anytime, cowboy. You're making fun of him for not being the tallest senator. I mean, you represent 1.3 million workers. Do you really think that tweet, there's the tweet right there with your pink circling of the Apple box he's standing on. Do you really think that that is best serving, best representing the members of the Teamsters Union?
His story is compelling but inaccurate. And in a hearing in March, he started the whole thing by coming into a hearing, looking at us and basically saying to me, I'm not afraid of physical confrontation. As a matter of fact, I welcome it. Mm-hmm. So that's what perpetuated the whole incident. Never knew the man in my life, never met him. I was testifying in my first Senate hearing, and that was his first introduction to me.
Back that up. He said, looking at us, basically to me. No. He was saying that to us as a majority of people. He just added me in there.
A hearing in March, he started the whole thing by coming into a hearing, looking at us and basically saying to me, I'm not afraid of physical confrontation. As a matter of fact, I welcome it. Mm-hmm. So
I feel like what he's saying is dude open up and say, I'm not afraid of physical confrontation, and then looked at him and said, matter of fact, I welcome it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's like, it seems like it was a personal thing. Like he said it to him. Mm-hmm. Because if it was like just him talking to the hearing, I mean, it could go either way. You'll never know for sure. Yeah. Because if I was like anybody in his shoes is going to try to make himself look better, so they're going to portray it in a way that makes them look good. So who really?
Let's hear him out. We ain't let him.
My life, never met him. I was testifying in my first Senate hearing, and that was his first introduction to me.
And you were at the hearing today, Bernie Sanders' hearing, which is about how unions improve the lives of workers. Are you afraid that message was lost because of this?
Not at all. I mean, we had some great dialogue in there about issues that affect working people, about organizing, collective bargaining, unionizing America. And there was a lot of different opinions, a lot of different debate. And it was great until Mark Wayne Mullen, obviously, we're renting space in his head, decided to erupt. We do have a lot of differences of opinions on both sides. But the one thing that's clear is that today's dialogue outside of what happened was fruitful, productive. And the one thing we've been doing as a Teamsters Union, I do represent 1.3 million members, and I do it in the best interest of my members. We've been reaching across the aisle to find common ground on issues that can help working people throughout America, and we're going to continue to do that. And unfortunately today, Mark chose to not act like a U.S. Senator, and he's going to have to pay the consequences for that.
What's the best thing the Teamsters is fighting for its union members right now? What's the thing you're proudest of right now that you're fighting for right now?
We are fighting corporate America. We are closing the gap between CEO greed and what our members are getting in their contracts. UPS is a prime example. We got a $30 billion contract.
Oh, that's why dude was there. Plot thickens. Now we know why the UPS man was there.
Highest contract ever at UPS, and we are starting to take back what we've invested. I mean, think about how important Teamsters were, essential workers providing goods and services during the pandemic.
All right, Sean O'Brien, good to see you.
Great, thank you.
I wouldn't want to mess with either you or Senator Mullen, to be quite honest.
I ain't gonna lie. Now that's facts right there. They seem like they both don't fuck around. Like Mark seemed like he could whoop some ass, and this dude seemed like you'd be next to Hoffa some fucking well. You know?
He like, you can fight, but I got goals. Mm-hmm. Like, who's gonna win ultimately?
I mean, Mark can say, "Hey, you got goons, but I can whoop your ass."
Well, no. Like they both have their arenas, like the place they're good at.
You don't understand. Jimmy Hoffa for the Teamsters was in the same position as Sean here, right? So it ain't like he's gonna put someone next to Hoffa, considering that Hoffa was doing stuff that the mob didn't like, and the mob's the one who got rid of Hoffa.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
like Sean got no power. If anything, the leader of the Teamsters is generally a puppet for the mob.
Yeah, it seemed like that.
The public face.
It seemed like
he's a face.
Yeah, it seemed like the other guy got more power than him as far as politics.
Oh, correct.
Yeah. Right, yeah, he's in the Senate, and this guy is not in the Senate. So,
well, that's what he said. He said he's one of the 100 people in the country that can actually affect change.
That's crazy.
He's on the Jedi Council.
Literally, ruled by Palpatine.
Okay, well, we covered that. That was fucking fun. Ha!
Well, do you guys have any strong opinions one way or the other about union?